Assalamu alaikum class 8th. Alright, so we are on chapter number 1, take a shot in the dark, and this is lecture number 4, and the topic is reference to context questions, and it's on page number 11, take care of your modern English textbook. Alright, so make sure that you have opened up your books while watching the video, because I'm going to read out the questions from the book, and the answers are all written here in the PDF form, okay? Alright. So answer the following with reference to context. ठीक है अब उन्होंने आपको पहले क्या reference क्या दिया है context क्या दिया है Philip Sletherby settled himself down in an almost empty railway carriage with the pleasant feeling of starting off on an agreeable and profitable trip. ठीक है now this is the context and they have asked you the questions related to it. ठीक है let's see the first question. What is the first question? This is the first question, ठीक है explain which word best describes how this character is feeling, irritated, smug or embarrassed. You just have to take on the right answer, ठीक है that is smug. और हमने क्या लिखा है यहाँ पर right answer smug. ठीक है आप हाँ ठीक है you can also write it in your neat copies. Okay, now the second question क्या है हमारा How does he feel at the end of the story? He किसको refer कर रहा है Sletherby को, ठीक है because this paragraph is related to Sletherby, ठीक है Sletherby felt what was the full name of his Philip Sletherby, ठीक है Philip Sletherby felt shocked, unwell, and irritated at the end of the story. Why did he feel shocked, unwell, and irritated at the end of the story? Because he got to know that Bertie was the real second son of Mrs. Saltman Jago, right? Because he thought, Sletherby thought that Bertie was lying to him, okay, and was making a fool out of him, all right? But he was shocked at the end of the story after knowing that from when he got received by Mrs. Saltman Jago's important lawyer, okay? And what was the name of the important lawyer? Claude People, right? Okay, now let's discuss the third question, that is how does he feel he hoped to profit from the trip? Again, Sletherby को refer किया जा रहा है he से Sletherby hoped to secure the nomination of Mrs. Saltman Jago so that he could become the MP for Chalkshire. ठीक है यही reason था ना that's why he was travelling by the train to secure the goodwill of Mrs. Saltman Jago so that he could become the ministerial position, ठीक है for Chalkshire, for the county of Chalkshire, right? Now this is second part, ठीक है B part. There was a tinge of coldness in his voice. अब किसकी बात की जा रही है? Let's see. Question क्या है? First question. What does the statement mean? ठीक है What does the statement mean? Cold is used as a synonym for hostility or unfriendliness. ठीक है here अब cold किससे यूज़ किया जा रहा है? Cold का word किससे associate है? Hostility और unfriendliness से. ठीक है यहाँ पर Now, who is being described here? यहाँ भी इस context में किसको से describe किया जा रहा है? Sletherby is being described here. Now, the last question, why does he feel as he does? Sletherby believed that Bertie lied to him and he was unable to disguise his feelings when he heard Bertie's description of his family crest. Okay, because at first Sletherby did not believe Bertie because he thought that he was lying to him, okay, and making a fool out of him. But it was not, okay? Bertie was not lying and he was telling the truth, okay? Because the family had two crests, all right? Okay, now moving on to the third and the last part, that is the C. Let's read out the context. The train moved on, leaving the so-called son of the Saltman Jago family cursing furiously on the platform. Now, let's read the first question. Whose perspective is being expressed here? Kiska perspective is being discussed here? Philip Sletherby's perspective is being described here. Okay. Yeah, moving on to the second question. What is meant by so-called? So-called से क्या मतलब है? Sletherby did not believe that Bertie was Mrs. Saltman Jago's son. ठीक है उसने believe नहीं किया था that he was the second son of Mrs. Saltman Jago, right? Now, moving on to the last question of the third part, why is Bertie cursing furiously? वो क्यों curse कर रहा होता है? Because he didn't get the money that he asked to borrow from Philip Sletherby. ठीक है that's why. Philip thought that he would be able to borrow money to fund his weekend trip, but now he had been left stranded. Yes, because he did not, because Philip Slitherbye did not give him any money. Okay. All right. So these are the questions, okay, for the reference to context questions we have discussed here, and you guys are going to write the questions with the blue marker. Okay, write, give the heading with also with the blue marker, and write the answers with your blue ink pen. Okay.